Shut up. The reason why we need days like today, especially for International Non-Binary People's Day, is because people like you still continue to invalidate on hate on people like me for just existing and being who we are.
All you haters want to invalidate us? Yes, I do. Because you're not valid. Hey guys, Brad here with another Normal Gays reaction video, teaming up with TikTok extraordinaire Clarkson Lawson. Clarkson, how did you celebrate International Non-Binary Day?
You know, I didn't get festive. I think I got it all out in Pride Month. So I actually didn't even know it existed, to be honest.
I didn't either, but some lovely non-binary TikTokers, and unfortunately for some bizarre reason, some of the biggest LGBTQ plus activist groups decided to let us know all about it. So we're going to react to a video where one lovely woman who doesn't identify as a woman explains the significance of this momentous holiday. Let's take a listen.
Today is July 14th, which means that today is International Non-Binary People's Day. Yay, I love today. And I can already hear the haters now.
You've already had a month for Pride. Why do you need other days throughout the year? Haven't you guys had enough already? When is the, I'm a woman, born a woman day?
Shut up. The reason why we need days like today, especially for International Non-Binary People's Day, is because people like you still continue to invalidate on hate on people like me for just existing and being who we are. That being said, if you are non-binary, I love you so much. You are so valid. Today is our day. And this is just your reminder that you are allowed to be feminine and non-binary, masculine and non-binary. Non-binary people do not owe you androgyny. You're allowed to be assigned female at birth and be non-binary, assigned male at birth and be non-binary. You can be assigned intersex and be non-binary. You can be a lesbian and be non-binary. You can be gay and be non-binary. You can literally just be who you are and be valid as a non-binary person. There is no checklist or how-to guidebook on how to be non-binary. Everybody's experience is different and everybody's experience is valid. If you use they them pronouns, if you use neo pronouns, if you use she her or he him pronouns, you are valid. I love you so much. I see you, and today is our day, babes.
Kill me. Just end it. End it all, please.
Non-binary people don't owe you androgyny. What's the point? Like, what is the definition of non-binary if not androgynous, right?
The definition is simply that you feel neither male nor female, or feel neither man nor woman, but you can still be masculine, you can still be lesbian, you can still be gay. This is a war on the dictionary. That's what this is. I mean, if you're not a woman, according to you, then you can't be a lesbian. Now, in reality, you are a woman, so you can still be a lesbian. But same thing with gay. It's like they are trying to actively rip up and burn the dictionary and light it on fire.
Well, it's like a common trend that I'm starting to see. It's a lot of, how do I put this? White women.
Whitey.
YT women who find themselves on the liberal side and they need some sort of oppression points, because unless you're like gay, black, anything as a liberal, you kind of really have no weight when it comes to conversations. So it seems like there's a lot of just like white women who are identifying as non-binary without actually putting in any work to even look androgynous.
And they don't have to. That's the great thing about non-binary. You can be masculine, you can be feminine. So you literally, what's interesting is they're saying there's no checklist, there's no requirements. Well, that also means there's literally no significance or meaning to this thing. If there's no criteria you have to meet to be something, then that thing is meaningless.
And what are we celebrating?
Their historical struggle.
Right, but they can't even define who they are. So it's like we don't even know what we're celebrating. I don't know. This is just a whole mess of mental illness.
It's not, and I love the part where she's like, and all you haters want to invalidate us. Yes, I do. Because you're not valid. Like,
right.
You are valid as a human, as a soul, as a lovely young woman, who I'm sure is a great person, but you're not non-binary. Your sex is female, and it's just a fact.
Correct. Yeah, it's unfortunate because this is exactly why people are so over us. It's these people who are on TikTok who are making all of us look crazy.
And it's not just the TikTok people, because like the biggest LGBT groups affirm and embrace this utter delulu. So here's the post from GLAAD. July 14th is Non-Binary People's Day. Today is Non-Binary Peoples Day, a day to celebrate and raise awareness of the issues facing non-binary people. It is observed every year on July 14th and was first celebrated in 2012. Oh my God. Like, why are the actual official gay rights groups wrapping their arms around the stuff that makes us look like a joke?
What exactly is the oppression that non-binary people are facing? Is it
Not
being
being able to lie about their sex on government documents, like not being able to put that their sex is X.
right? It's like you're oppressed because you're misunderstood and because people, invalidate you, but then you also have no definitions for what you are. So you can't really be mad at us for being a little bit confused. And
Yeah.
also, I shouldn't feel confused. You're confused. But I
I'm
am.
confused by their confusion and them
Yes.
demanding that I accept and embrace their confusion.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's pretty valid.
Here's another one video honoring this momentous holiday. Let's listen to this.
This week we're celebrating International Non-Binary Awareness Week. A shout out to all my non-binary baddies out there still struggling to be seen within our own communities. I speak for myself that even as a trans-max person around other trans men have been misgendered before. And it's kind of crazy to me the fact that we as non-binary people still struggle to be seen in not just the communities out there, but our own communities who keep misgendering people based on how they look. And it's just like, gender is a fucking social construct. Like, I don't understand why people keep assuming that because of the way somebody looks, like that automatically determines their gender. Like, it is so important to ask for people's pronouns wherever you go. And if nobody asks, introduce yourself with your pronouns. It gives a space for other people to do the same thing. So happy International Non-Binary Awareness Week to all my non-binary baddies. I love you. Mwah.
Oh,
I don't know. I felt like I was watching non-binary Moana.
I'm just saying this. I don't like to make fun of people's looks, and so I won't even say anything negative. I'll just say this. I have never seen a non-binary baddie.
Yeah. Well, Demi Lovato now is very beautiful, but she's like no longer non-binary.
And when she was in non-binary land, that wasn't her best looking era.
I feel like I just blocked out that video because I'm like trying to comment on it, but I'm like, that was too much. I don't even know what to say.
So I just find it funny how this person is like, even all the trans people I hang out with can't keep up with my non-binary pronouns and misgender me. And the takeaway is that even the trans community is not woke enough, not like the true takeaway, which should be that this thing I'm pushing is so absurd and cartoonishly woke that even my ultra woke friends can't keep up. Maybe I should reevaluate. He's like, no, they just need to all get more educated.
Yeah, no, I mean, anything to avoid self-reflection. I think that's a common occurrence when it comes to this like woke crowd is it really just boils down to people who do not, I don't know whether they're just like mentally lazy or they're just playing victim, but they do not want to do any type of mental work to assess their own behavior and see if they may be the problem.
I find it interesting too. This person thinks everyone should start every conversation asking for pronouns, introducing for pronouns. I actually think even from the perspective of somebody who wants to increase trans acceptance or tolerance, that is very counterproductive because that stuff annoys people and like makes these things a bigger deal than they need to be. Yet they don't seem to get that even after all these years of that approach not working.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like what is the population of trans people who actually don't go by the pronouns that they look like? It's what, like 0.5 or like 1% of the population? It just seems like we're bending over backwards for a small minority's feelings when it's like, and normal trans people don't really care. Like if you misgender them in real life, they're not gonna freak out because it's just normal. If you're not passing, you're not passing. So it's like, I don't know. It's just, it makes me want to be straight.
I know, but that's just your pick me gay side showing.
Yeah, yeah.
So listen, my message to the non-binary community is you are real, you do exist, but you are not valid.
Ditto.
Yeah, it's like the holiday should probably be packed up, put away, we should be, there's this Dave Chappelle skit where he talks about the clown car of the LGBT community and how too many dang clowns have gotten into that car. Yeah, the non-binaries need to be kicked out of the moving vehicle and they can duck and roll, as far as I'm concerned.
Most of them will roll. They don't have to duck.
All right, guys. Well, let us know what you think. Who do you agree with? Are you a big supporter of International Non-Binary Day? Let us know in the comments. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you aren't yet. Check out Clarkson's YouTube channel, linked in the description. And we'll be back with more normal gays content real soon.